Welcome back to the B Vibes channel. It's your beautiful host, Gracious-Esther. And if you are seeing my face for the first time, I am the host of this beautiful channel and release beautiful content on personal development, relationship building, and a little bit of lifestyle. So today we are going to be going into the streets of Zaria, Kaduna State, and we're going to be asking people on depression. Yes, we're going to be talking about depression. Depression is our topic today. So I just want you to sit down and watch. Remember to click on that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and do well to share. All right.
What is depression? Depression has to do with the mental health of a person. It's a point in one's life when everything seems abstract, negative, and at a low state. It affects how the person feels, thinks, or even acts.
All right. Have you ever been depressed before?
I would say no.
Sure.
I wouldn't know if I've been depressed before, but from what I've read, I think I find myself in that situation.
Actually, no.
Do you think most suicide is caused by depression?
If I would say yes, because as of recent, I came to think as a youth, a teenager, there's a certain stage you reach, and whether your parents provide everything for you, there's this mood of depression that you might get to go into, and some might not come through, like some may not go through and come out well. Some will end up ending things, either suicide and all of that. So to me, I would say most suicide has to do with depression.
Most, you are correct, but not all. You understand? Most suicide is caused by depression. That is why when you notice, when a friend called you or a relative told you is going through some problem, or let's say maybe a business failure, a relationship failure, marriage failure, maybe failure in finances, you should try as much as possible to check up on that person.
I will account for, I think, 80% of suicide is caused by depression, from my own understanding.
Okay, so what are signs you see in someone that you can say, okay, this person is depressed?
Yeah, like I said, the person is not happy,
Alright.
and the person is just in his shell. He doesn't want to come out. Something like that.
It's quite difficult to say, because there are some people that will be depressed and yet give you that smiling face that you will not know. But at times when one is depressed, one tends to pull away from people. That's the first sign. Just want to be left alone. Just want your ideas is what matters. Other people's opinion never matters. That's one thing when you're depressed.
The truth is, you cannot just see somebody and say that person is depressed.
Okay.
But because most of the people are depressed are not the outdoor people, are not the people that love to meet people. When you find yourself in that condition or in that situation, you don't want to go out. You want to remain indoors. In short, even when your friends called you, how far, what's happening, and you tend to shy away from it. You don't want to have any form of interaction with people.
The major sign is loneliness. You see, most of these people, they tend to want to keep to themselves and all that.
To depressed persons.
My advice to depressed person is there is hope. For every reason that you just don't be pessimistic, don't be negative, always think positive. And for every reason, one reason that you think as though to end things, have hope and know that your loved ones, your parents, your friends, they still love you, and there's hope for tomorrow. You've not achieved what your purpose in life, so you should have hope that everything will be fine, and you're not the first to be depressed and you will not be the last. Just know that it's just a season and you can go through it.
My advice is not to a depressed person. It's to everybody. Failure is not the end of the world. Pick up the pieces, to go out, meet with people, talk to somebody. If you have a wife, talk to your wife. If you have a friend, talk to your friend. about it. Or most of the times, people will say, "Don't tell anybody your secret." Some half of them are just waiting for you to have that problem so that they will laugh. But it's not it. The truth is, you just need someone you can trust, someone you can talk to.
Depression is real. Depression, the annoying part of depression is it messes up our mental health. It messes up the way we think, the way we act. Yes, a lot of persons will tell you these are the signs you see and say, okay, one is depressed, right? But there are people who are happy. There are people who are their normal selves, yet they are depressed. Depression is, sometimes I say depression is demonic because it can mess you up. And then you keep asking yourself, is this really me? Depression can be caused by a lot of things. It can be caused by the loss of a dear one. It can be caused by difficulties, by events, by abuse. This abuse emotionally, physically, financially. See, there are people who their problem is the fact that they don't have the resources to settle their need they are in. And as such, they enter into this depression. They don't know what to do about it. A lot of persons have a lot of reasons they are faced with this situation, and it's as though the ground should open and swallow them. There are persons who don't even know that they are depressed, and that's because they don't even understand themselves. But they are faced with problems. See, I want to just tell you this, that a problem shared might not be, you might not already have the solution, but you have eased off yourself of a burden, because there is a lump there when you're passing through things that are giving you sleepless nights, when you're passing through a pain that you can't readily talk about. A lot of things are going on, and we are asking ourselves questions that we have no answers to. I don't want to bore you with a whole talk on depression, but depression is real. And I want to just say that whenever you find yourself at a point where, at a crossroad, and you're finding difficult, see, please, there are certain steps I will tell you to take. The first thing is eat well, eat healthy. Because sometimes we actually need food to set us up for the day. You never can tell. Sometimes you need to speak to yourself and remind yourself of the person you are. Yes. Sometimes you need to take up activities that would make you see positivity in yourself. See, a lot of things you need to do. I would overemphasize, or you can't overemphasize the importance of speaking to someone, especially when it is a therapist. Please, whenever you find yourself down, try to speak to someone. You never know who would help you. Just share that thing you feel with someone. Share it. Better still, pay for a therapy section. See, therapists are there to help you go through this phase of your life, and you need them. I need them. Even when we feel we are not depressed, right, but we have things going wrong with us, talk to these people. They would help you. See, these videos, these clips you saw are little sample size. They are not even up to sample sizes you should use of what people go through, of the signs you can see in one and see the person is depressed. There are a lot of things. But I hope we've been able to educate you on depression and how you can move past it. So please, say no to depressed society. Nigeria is enough depression, and you should be talking to somebody who read this. All right, guys, remember to do subscribe, like, and share.